almost into March, and Apple usually by then does their first releases of products that are going to hit the market. Now, since we're almost into March, I figured we'd take this video to kind of discuss items and products that I believe are going to come out in that first period. And since we have so much leaks and stuff that I've been covering for so long, I want to kind of simplify it and express where I stand and what I believe Apple will be releasing in their first beginning of 2019. So stay tuned and enjoy the show. Hey, what's up everybody, Michael here, welcome back to another video. And in today's video we're going to talk about Apple products that are going to come out in this spring or coming into the fall, whatever comes first, I honestly don't know. But welcome back guys. So today's video we're going to take this moment to talk about products that I believe are going to kickstart Apple's 2019 lineup. And these are going to be very simple. I don't think these will come out right away in March. These maybe come out in April, May, June even for WWDC. But let's kind of break it down and what I think is going to happen. So as you know, there is going to be a March event because Apple generally does that now. But if it's not going to happen in March, there may just be a website refresh where Apple will announce their products. And that is where I believe we're going to get into it. So the first product right off the bat, the new budget iPad and the iPad mini 5. It's been too long since we've seen these two products, and I think it's about time that we see these products come to life. Now, if you have not checked out my video where I think Apple is going with everything that we know, I'm going to leave that up at the top. You can check that out. A lot of you guys like that video, so definitely check it out. That's number one. Number two, the long-awaited AirPods 2 refresh. I don't think they'll come out right away because in the March event is generally an education event. That's what it was themed last year. So I don't know if it'll come out for March, but I do believe it'll come out within that time range in the spring. Next up is also AirPower. Now, why do I say AirPower? Because there are reports that AirPower is going into production, and now there's confirmation saying it will now happen, but they just don't know when. I believe it's going to come out later on. I don't think we'll see it in March. It's a long shot if we do, and if we do, I will personally apologize. But I don't think we'll see AirPower right away, but I do believe it is going to happen because of everything. Next up on the chopping block is also, I believe, if I had to take a guess for WWDC, that's a good question. For WWDC, that's mainly software. They don't really generally do hardware, so I'm going to leave that out. But then you get into September, you get Apple Watch, you get your iPhone, those are the two big ones. But I can see Apple throwing in an audio product, like their over-ear headphone, they could probably throw in there, get a little, you know. And then in October, you get your Macs, the new refreshed iMac, I'm going to talk all about that later. Then you get the new modular Mac Pro, and possibly, you could also see some more Apple TVs, new versions of Apple TV, obviously not like a refresh of the 4K, but more something like smaller device, streaming services they will be announcing. Maybe we'll see that, maybe we can see that in March, who knows. And also in October, I do believe we are probably going to see, according to this article, we are going to see new versions of HomePods. Now, I personally wouldn't say I would say that's 100% true, but there are reports saying that Apple is developing a lower cost version that would be more affordable. That's the right way to go. So that's kind of a lineup of all the Apple products that I think are going to come out in 2019. But let's focus on the one coming up now. So it's going to be the iPads, yes, AirPods 2, and possibly, I'm going to throw a wild card in there, but AirPower. Those are the three. Let's focus on those three. So AirPods 2, I've already talked all about. I'll leave these links everywhere in this video. You can check them out. The thing that is worrying me right now about AirPods 2 and also AirPower is the price. Now, I've already talked about how the iPad mini is going to be switched to the budget device because that's a smaller tablet, and then they will raise the price of the current existing budget iPad just a little more to give it, you know, because they'll add a smart connector and probably laminated display. I already said that in my video, but let's talk about AirPods and AirPower. Now, AirPower is rumored to be priced at, I believe, $150. Now, you gotta stop and say, okay, $150 for a charging mat. Now, I won't say it's that bad because Samsung priced theirs at $100, so they're $50 less. But you gotta think about it. This charging mat is made for Apple only. This is not made for, well, you could use other devices, obviously, because it's Qi enabled, but the main primary is for Apple users. AirPods wireless charging case, the Apple Watches, and your iPhones. You use 2 iPhones, and now that they probably figured it out, how do you do it, I guess it could justify the $150 price point. AirPods 2, on the other hand, I am afraid, and I am very concerned about this. I'm actually really concerned. People are saying there's going to be new colors, which I don't know what's going to happen, but it would be interesting to see if they do make different colors, and it may be more expensive. It may be $200 plus. That is what concerns me. You see, AirPods already are great sounding headphones, but they're not the best sounding, and everyone's focusing more on these health features, these sensors, the wireless charging case. Nobody touches the subject of sound quality, and I gotta admit, the AirPods sound muffled and like that kind of weird vibration sound. And trust me, I've had my AirPods for 2 years now, and every time I use new ones, they all sound the same. So they should focus on sound quality, improving the sound quality, deeper bass, more vocal. You can hear the vocal, and make it sweat-proof even. Because even though the AirPods already are technically sweat-proof, they haven't been given a certification. But I'm concerned that with all these features that Apple are going to add in, it's going to raise the price. And I'm afraid that if they raise it up to $200, that may be a little too much. Because the AirPods right now are $169. Everybody had a freak about that, or $159, I believe. It's pretty much $160 or $170 with tax. But regardless, at that price point for AirPods, you can make the justification because it's wireless and convenient, and it's pretty much AirPods that don't have any wires, and it's pretty useful, so you can make the argument. But to push these wireless earbuds to $200, I don't know, that concerns me. I don't know how you guys feel, but I'm a little concerned about that. Hey, if you guys think differently, let me know down below. But for the iPads, I'm completely fine with that strategy if they go in that route. But if they price them too similar together, then that's just stupid. I am going to cover the Apple event if they announce it. And also, quick heads up, I will be working on an iOS 13 concept video. I will be doing it. I will try it. Now, I'm just going to give you a hint. It will be another collaboration video, but it will be with somebody that I don't think you would have expected me to have collaborated with. And we're going to talk about that next time when we get to that video. But I'm going to focus from this point forward on all Apple products that could be coming out, concept images, and also leading up to the March event. So this is gearing towards March. We're going to head right into it, get all these news and stuff, get you hyped up. But Apple, please don't drop the ball on the prices. That's all I gotta say. So that's gonna do it for this video. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know, what do you think of Apple's lineups of products in 2019? And what are you excited for? Are you excited to see AirPower? Do you think it's gonna happen? What do you think of the prices of the AirPods 2? Will they go up? And also, are you comfortable with an iPad mini now being the budget device, or would you prefer what we have now? Let me know your thoughts down below. And if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications. Thanks for watching, and peace.